Hey, what's going on, guys? You got Wicked Omens here, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to get better at Smite. While I'll be doing that, I'll be trying to play this arena game. I don't want to pick something too, mind-consuming while explaining it to you, but let's go ahead and get started. So, this won't be necessarily for your people that have already been playing Smite, per se. This is going to be people that have just started. It's going to be a lot better for those kind of people because I'm going to be covering the basics on how to better perform. This is going to be an arrangement of different things, but generally... Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Hello. So first things first, you want to find a specific god that you can relate to. There is a total of 93 in the game currently right now, and if you can learn one of them well enough to perform in just an arena game, get a hold of the mechanics, you'll be in a really good situation. Generally, you want to be playing your damage carries, that would be your mages, assassins, just about anything that falls in that category. So essentially, as you're learning this role of that character, what you want to try to do is continue to play different roles, like different gods in that role, so that you get better with that role. So you can branch onwards to different gods, and you'll be in your comfort zone, but also not too far out of it. 1 second, stay in that position for function. Alright. So, also, while in your respective... Oh, shit. I might be dead here. Okay, we're good. Oh! See, that was... I'll cover that later on the tutorial on what I should have done differently, and it'll build on it later, but... you would really want to learn a different role. Once you get really comfortable with that role, what you want to try to do is branch off to another role that you haven't played before. So say if you start off with ADC and that's what you're practicing, that's what you're doing, you want to try to move on to mages or something of that sort. It'll help you try to understand different positionings, different builds, your different purpose in the role, like in the game, on your team comp, and it'll really help you. So as soon as you get an idea of mechanics, I would definitely recommend trying to pick up one of each class. So that would be one Guardian, one Assassin, one Hunter, one Warrior, and... Can I cover all of them? One Guardian, I think is the last one I'm missing. I will be covering later on really good Assassins for each role. Well, not Assassins, sorry. Really good gods for each role. So you can try these gods first. They're typically really easy to understand, and you should be able to pick up on them easily. If not, then you can, there's not, a lot of the gods aren't that hard, so you'll be able to find one. Further on, once you learn a majority of the roles, what I would recommend doing, past that, might have killed him. Oh, I didn't. I saved him. Nice. I'm dead, though. So, what I would recommend after you learn at least one of each role would be to start to learn the items. If you can figure out the items, you can start to build on your own. So before this stage, I would highly recommend you stick to auto items and auto level, like the auto level on your abilities. It's just so that you don't leave base with no items, you don't you have no abilities leveled. It's just to make sure that you're doing something, you know. You don't have to stress the oh no. 1 moment. Sorry about that. Just before this stage, before learning the items, it really helps to just have auto build on and auto level on, because you don't have to stress about why, like, what gets leveled and why. All you have to do is play the game, and that's really all you need to be doing in the early stages. Past that, Once you learn the items, try to learn as many as you can, learn what they do, how they play on each character, and then, oh no. Sorry. One moment. Oh, hell. Okay, sorry. Once you learn each items, generally what you want to try to do at this point is to branch off to more gods. If I were to recommend at any point to buy the god pack, it would be at this point, if you haven't bought it before. This is primarily so that you have access to all 93 gods and all future gods that will ever be released. So it's an amazing one-time purchase. If you catch it during one of its sales, then you're going to be in a really good place. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Alright. In the middle of a fight. Ah! Run away! I don't have ulti up! No! Anyways. Once you, like, you know, you get your respective god for each character, once you get an idea for each of those gods, I highly recommend learning at least as many gods as you can. This is because Smite has a very large cast of gods, so you can play a huge assortment of them, and you can always fit the role that your team needs. So generally, whenever I play Smite, I tend to play Phil, just so I make sure my team has everything that they need to like try to win, you know, because winning is nice. But one moment. Oh, that's awkward. Anyways, so what I've noticed, it's better to be a jack of all trades instead of a one-trick pony, simply put. This is because if you are to move on to, say, ranked, your god can be banned out, and then you'll be stuck there with... Oh, that sucks. Your god can be banned out, and then you won't have that god that you've practiced for so long. So, I definitely recommend trying to play as many gods as you can, because then it helps you widen your god pool. Like, if you ever watch Professional Smite, which if you don't, then I do suggest you do, because it helps you get an understanding of the game a lot more. But you hear them always talking about their god pools, because the more gods you can play, the harder it is to ban somebody out. Further on that, what I would say the #1 thing to do to make yourself a better player, criticize. Criticize yourself. Always think, what could I have done better in that situation? Sorry, 1 second. Trying to save my Freya's life. Oh my god. Please, run, Freya! Oh, she might die. Yeah, she's dead. Anyways, so back to the beginning of the game, when I died within the first, like, 3 minutes. So, in that situation, I should have used my Resurrect on myself. It would have saved my life, and then probably maybe even turned to fight. So, even in situations in which I win the fight, I still want to look back and see what could we have done better. Maybe our ADC was too low, and maybe I could have healed for him just a little bit better. It just, little things make the difference, and little differences bring the victory from Smite. Another thing back on to SPL, if you watch, the smallest mistakes in SPL are punished. So, if, I should imagine. So if they even get the slightest advantage in the SPL, they exploit it. So if you see small advantages in Smite, try to exploit them as best as you can, but without overcommitting and putting yourself in an exploitable situation. For example, this Mercury, he should not be this far up, because he's going to die. There's no way that he doesn't. Unless my Freya doesn't kill him. Alright. Calculated. Alright. Alright, I guess based on the state of the game, I guess I could start talking about gods that are really good for their starting roles. So, I would suggest for the hunter role, he's not going to be greater at higher levels of play, but he is very self-explanatory. I would recommend playing Cupid. He's a very cheap god to buy. You can get him really quick, and his kit is very self-explanatory. He has a dash, a heal, a stun, and he has a gigantic ult that's impossible to miss. Oh, please have beads. Zaji is farming right now. Further on, if we go to our Guardians, I would say that either... Oh, no, definitely the easiest Guardian to play is Get. All you have to really do is throw your shield on the people and ult to initiate a team fight. So, your best... Ooh. So, I would believe the best assassin to play would be Nemesis. She's probably one of the best assassins in the game right now. And on top of that, she is very easy. The only skill that is very hard to use is her, that's a very good ult, is her shield, which is her third ability. Past that, everything else is super easy. She has mobility. She has a very strong hitting ability as well. And she has an ability to shred tanks, even though tanks aren't... Oh, okay, I should have ulted one of them. Oh, shit. Woo! Okay, Mercury, let's calm down, boy. Okay, assassins, guardians, hunter. Oh, our mages. I believe the easiest mage to play in this game is Agni. He is also a very cheap god. You can get him very early on. And he is, just like all the other gods I've recommended, he is very clear-cut. He is pretty simple. All you really have to do is abuse your bombs. I think that's probably like one of the best things in his kit, because it's on a cooldown of a normal ability, and then you get it up, like, and you can have a maximum of 3 of them. You just blink. Anyways, So then on top of that, he has a dash, a very long dash at that, and compared to most mages, they don't have, he has a stun, which is really good. It grants yourself amazing setup, so you can definitely do a lot of damage with, See, this Merc shouldn't have did that. If his team was here, I would totally be on board for that, like for him doing that, but he gets nothing out of that. Uh-oh. Kick his ass. Kill him. Heal. So then your best... Oh wait, continue on Agni. So, his other abilities, which is his typical wave clear, has a very strong, it covers a huge zone, and he's just a super safe god. Moving on to warriors. I believe probably the easiest warrior to play.
Maybe you should keep an eye on that guy. Killing spree.
To my mind, it comes Bellona. Bellona is a super easy god to me. He's very safe. If not Bellona, then it's going to be Sun Wukong. They are both very easy gods. And just because they're super safe, they do a decent amount of damage, and they just have a lot of pressure. But yeah, that is what I have to offer you guys today. As this game wraps up, don't forget to leave a comment if you guys have any future ideas for a video or anything you would like to know. Leave any other tips you would like to leave for new players. And then also, don't forget to subscribe. Uh-oh. Probably should have retreated on that. This is an example of further criticism. Alright. I'll see you guys next time. Catch you later. Thank you for that, Cuckoo.